National production monthly stimulus checks. Replacing human workers with machines increased our national production for several hundred years. As this process continued, fewer and fewer humans had a paycheck to buy the machine-made items. We are now producing less to avoid having unsold merchandise. Production is a function of demand multiplied by production capacity. The production per worker is P equals H times the quantity H plus ER. H is the demand expressed as the fraction of the workforce who have jobs. E is the efficiency of machinery in human multiples, and R is the fraction of work done by machines rather than humans. R can be robots, tractors, computers, running water in homes, and so forth. See this website for more detail. For an efficiency of 5, we have the following table. Note the green shaded H and numbers 1, 0.9, 0.8, and 0.7. These numbers represent 100%, 90%, 80%, and 70% employment. This is the high demand section because a high percentage of the available working population earns a paycheck. The production capacity paired with these numbers is relatively low at 1, 1.4, 1.8, and 2.2 because most of the work is being done by humans rather than more efficient machines. This high demand, low production capacity section is a seller's market because we have too many dollars chasing too few goods. We reach the optimum production of 1.5625 when 62.5% of the population is working and the production capacity is 2.5. The red numbers with yellow shading are the low demand section. The 0.6, 0.5, and 0.4 correspond to 60%, 50%, and 40% of available workers actually having a job. The production capacity associated with these numbers grows from 2.5 to 5 because more of the work is being done by machines. The effect of low demand overwhelms the high production capacity. Ultimately, production sinks to 0.84, 0.46, and finally 0. The low demand, high production capacity section is a buyer's market because we have too few dollars chasing too many goods. This is the production parabola. The left side has the seller's market labeled in green and has too many dollars chasing too few goods. The right side is the buyer's market and has too few dollars chasing too many goods. The vertical scale on the left is national production per worker. The horizontal axis on the bottom is percent of human employment, starting with 100% human employment and moving to 0% human employment. The parabola starts with a production value of 1 and human employment of 100%. This is several hundred years ago when people used candles and lanterns. Then production rises with inventions like the electric light, farm tractor, computer, cell phone, so forth. Eventually, new inventions put so many people out of work that they can no longer afford to buy an optimum amount, and our national production starts down the buyer's market slope. On the seller's market side, we have too many dollars chasing too few goods. If we print money, we have even more money chasing those same goods. That's a recipe for inflation. On the buyer's market side, we have too few dollars chasing too many goods. If we print money, we can change the too few into the just right number of dollars to properly price assets and avoid deflation. Winning strategy. The problem on the buyer's side of the production parabola is that we have too little money to buy an optimum level of production. The solution is to replace spending power lost to automation. We can distribute printed money to all American adults every month to replace the lost spending power. This amount can be increased until we see some small inflation, indicating we have just slipped back over into the seller's market and need to stop printing money. The Fed needs to be given the authority to distribute printed money to every American over the age of 18. Suggest starting with $100 per month and annually raising an additional $100 per month until inflation is observed. Probable target is a total of $500 per month for every American adult.